Hello and welcome back to my hangar. Patch 10 landed today and with a lot of new features that they reported about last week. There's a couple of things you notice straight away. If you look up on the hangar doors, you got these big holiday reefs. They were added in as new. There's new fish tank decorations. There's the updated Avenger model, and the Cutlass is also now in the hangar. And there's a footlocker. One thing I wanted to check first of all is there's reports of the P-52 going missing from the constellation. So I'm going to take a quick look. While doing it, just talk a little bit about the 2-hour live stream that was earlier. Oh, they definitely updated the lighting in here. I did read something like that in the note saying the ship and hangar lighting was improved. That definitely looks nicer. Yeah, the P-52 has gone AWOL. It obviously didn't fly away anywhere. But yeah, they had the 2-hour live stream earlier, and they showed some footage of the dogfighting module. That was the big thing I took out of it that I liked, and it definitely looked pretty neat. The shield effects, and the damage effects where pieces of the ship were breaking off were both pretty cool. I'm happy to wait a good few months for them to kind of fix that up and get that working. Okay, what else we got that's new? Well, the Super Hornet, they fixed the bug. Well, if you had noticed before, if you had a Super Hornet or you've seen any videos, they came with a big Gatling gun on the top in the ball turret, which they said was a bug. It was an error. With this patch, they've removed that, so anyone with a Super Hornet will notice that the big ass Gatling gun is missing. What they did forget to do is put the guns in place of it that were supposed to be there. I mean, the ship stats showed that you got two neutron cannons in the nose, which are those two there. The wing guns are two bearing M4A lasers. It also says there's two Talon Striker IR missiles in the waist. I don't see those, but in the ball turret, as default on the Super Hornet, you're supposed to have two Klausen-Werner CF 117 Badger repeaters. But the ball turret, if you see, is empty. So they took the Gatling out and didn't put the Klausen-Werner's badges in their place. I guess that'll be fixed up in the next patch. You see my hangars extended another kind of bay across, but that's because of the weapons test module, which is down there. And also we have here a Cutlass, which is the new ship they added, and a new Avenger over there. I may have said in previous videos that I didn't intend on buying anything else, but now OTI ended. But the Cutlass, well, I saw it. I just wanted to take a look around. I mean, I'm not sure if I'll keep it. I may do. It looks pretty neat. Has a neat role or default role. It's like a 2-person boarding ship. It's kind of pretty unique as it is at the moment. I may keep it. I'm not sure. I'll decide later. If not, I'll break it down and I'll definitely, the fund will be used elsewhere, either buying some ship parts in the store or maybe another ship, maybe some physical goods. I'm still looking after getting a mouse pad. But as far as the ship's concerned, it's Drake Cutlass. It's listed as a militia patrol type ship. It comes with a dedicated tractor mount and it comes equipped with a Joker docking collar extension. It's pretty cool looking. It looks pretty battered up. It definitely looks like something that could be a pirate-based ship. I like the landing feet here. They're pretty neat. They're definitely pretty neat. They haven't actually listed the full specs of the engines in the Cutlass as yet. It's all still the actual type is all still to be confirmed. Also, it doesn't come with anything equipped in any of the hard points as yet. I'm not sure if they'll change that, but you can see the thrusters. It does look pretty cool. Let's try and take a look around inside. At the moment, with the Cutlass and also the Avenger, the only way to get in either of them is through the rear. There's something they've listed as a known issue in the patch notes, so I'm sure they're actually intending on having them beam, get into them from the front as well. But so if we can we actually? No, we can actually close up the door. It does seem like a little bit that they kind of rushed a bit to get this in, so some of the actual functionality is not there. Like as I said, you can't use the door to open or close it. Storage bins. What the hell? Look at that! Look at that toilet. You can't use it. Thank God. These things, it looks like a little prison, but hey, is that the bed? The bunks. It is a two-player ship, so the two bunks that look, pretty. Yeah, extremely basic. What a piping! That looks pretty cool. Is that the seat to go up into the turret? Please, no, it doesn't work. Look at the joysticks on there. It looks very dated, but it looks pretty neat. I'm looking forward to getting myself up there. Little step ladder. What are those little steps are for? This is definitely different to any other ship's cockpit. Whereas you got the little alleyway you can walk down in the side. Two-person ship. You can't get into the seat, the rear seat. Hopefully you can get. Oh, yep, you can get into the front one. That's good. Let's check it out. That looks a bit buggy at the moment. The little fan, that looks pretty neat. Little cool fan. For when you're under pressure in those dogfights, you can switch on the fan to cool yourself down a little bit. Look at that turret. I'm gonna check the turret out. I guess it's good that we can actually look in the turret at the moment, seeing as there's nothing there. There's definitely nothing in there. I mean, all the hard points empty, no guns anywhere. Even the turret is not a gun. I like the markings on the wings. Look, you got the swords there, and the sword on one wing. I like how the dude's head is looking around as I'm doing this. I suppose it's a good idea that you couldn't get in the turret since there's no gun there. But if you look, there's one of those little fans in the turret too. So when you're up in the turret under pressure, you can switch the fan on there too. I wonder if the fact there's no turret there is well, I'm sure it's not intended, but I mean, on the ship spec page it lists all the hard points, but none of them actually come with any guns equipped as far as the hard points are concerned. I don't know if that's intended or whether it's going to come equipped with something, but I would assume that even if it doesn't give you any guns or weapons in the hard points, you would at least have this ship and a turret, because if you don't, that's kind of pretty weird. But let's go take a look at the new Hornet. But before I go, I mean, you can definitely tell here. I'm not sure how old this ship is supposed to be compared to the others, but you can definitely tell it looks like it's well, it's not the best looking ship and not the best built ship. It's purpose built for piracy or boarding things, stuff like that, and it looks pretty basic, but I'm sure it definitely get the job done. Good to have a new ship to look around. Let's go check out the Avenger, which is the new module. If you recall, all the previous Avenger had the stairs stuck on the side, and it was the two-seater trainer variant that was in the videos, and it was said that was never intended to be the model for players. We're supposed to have the one-seater version, and that's what this is. And there's no stair enter in there now, which I know some people will be very happy with. The fact it was attached, you know, when they used the mod to actually fly it around. Comes with, that's like the big ass gun on the boat, the turret at the front of the ball. But anyway, now you actually get in here by the rear. So let's have a look. Does that mean the bay's a little bit bigger on that? Well, the lighting's a lot better. So what are these? It's just like, that's surely not a little. I'll go back down here. I wonder if there's like storage bays or whether there's something you can actually put prisoners in. You know, looks like you could open those up and put some prisoner you captured in there and lock them in there until you get where you're going to go. I mean, the Avenger was an old police type craft in the past, so that makes perfect sense. That bunk, a very basic bunk. You can't get in it as yet, but second door into the ship. Oh, that's cool. Into the ship, into the chair. Boom, off we go. It's a little bit buggy. The hands are not on the paddles properly, but I don't know. One thing I don't understand here. I mean, from the outside, this ship definitely doesn't look any. It doesn't look any longer than the previous one. It looks, you know, definitely looks the same size, but from inside, it definitely feels a lot bigger. The cargo bay at the back doesn't seem. It doesn't seem that much smaller. What the hell? Oh, if you don't walk through the door before it shuts, you get stuck. Quick, through. Yeah, because you got this whole section here, which is totally new, where the bed is, and then back into the cargo bay. It's definitely this cargo bay doesn't seem that much smaller. I'm gonna have to compare it with my old video. Strange sense of size in here. You know, it doesn't seem that much smaller, but you got that whole new section. These pod bay things here weren't here in the last version. It was a lot darker in the back here. So quick look at the weapon bay. We got targets. I think now this place is actually getting too bigger here. I might have to start investing in a buggy soon. So that looks neat. I imagine you got to. Okay, so you got to use the hollow bay to mount the guns into it. So let's see what we have. So we have to pull a gun off one of our ships. What's the constellation I have? Not bearing lasers. This is all that we have on the Connie. Let's grab the Avenger. The Avenger, because that has quite a nice variety. Oh, okay. New model. We can actually interact with any of the weapons on the Avenger, so I guess that's something new because it's a new model. The Cutlass, I would imagine, is the same. If at all the Cutlass is here, which it doesn't seem to be, I guess as well that's because it's new. Okay, we've got the Aurora. Let's check. What over here? We got missiles, Bulldog repeaters, 4 off. See, this the CF-007 Bulldog repeater. The Super Hornet is supposed to come with 2 of the big brother of these in the ball turret, the CF117s, I believe. So if I take one of those out, and I should be able to just try to get a weapon mount in here, and then drag this repeater into here, and boom. Oh, that's buggy. When you close it, the weapon's still there. But there it is. Sit in this little seat. Tiny little seat. This is the lower repeater, the CF007 badges that were on the Aurora LN. Hardly any sound. Little texture anomalies. Should we expect you can't shoot up the holiday reef? The gun animation's pretty cool. Alright, let's change that up. Let's have a quick look at one of the change it out and have a quick look at one of the lasers just to then we'll go see what's new upstairs. So I want the Aurora back. No, we don't want the Aurora back yet. Oh, the Hornet. Okay, lasers. One of the bearing lasers. Let's just take some getting used to. Let's put. Alright, while I'm here, let's put the. Let's put our repeater back in our Aurora. Okay, so now we got one of the lasers from the Hornet. Let's check the pew pew out on this. It's pretty neat that they've added that in here. You know, the weapon test platform, but you know, I'm not totally sold on it. I mean, now I've actually, you know, I put 2 different weapons in it and had a little play, and now I just have this urge to just put the weapons back on the ships and, you know, not really worry about messing with that too much anymore. I mean, you know, it's definitely a good feature to have, but it definitely seems a bit rushed, but, you know, I can understand that. They're kind of wanting to get things done and ready for get the patch out. I mean, they said it would be out before the end of the week. The guys at CIG are breaking up for the holidays this weekend, so it made sense for them to just get everything out when they could. So let's go upstairs. Those sounds are different. I don't remember sounds with the gates. Oh my, the sound effects when you're going up. That's new. I don't know. Did anyone else remember hearing those sounds before? If you do, don't know. Let me know in the comments. I don't recall it myself, but let's run down here. As you probably know, if someone used to watch my previous videos, I'm not someone that's into buying, you know, just cosmetic items, but they did add new fish, and I'm a sucker for the fish tank. There's 4 new items they added. I bought 2 of them. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'll get the others, or maybe they're they're kind of added into the Hangar for like $1 each. Well, 1,000 UEC credits each, which works out $1. And RSI gifted everyone 1,000 credits so they can play. I still don't have anything in my trophy case. Still contemplating buying the RSI Zeus, which is like the space shuttle type module. This is a footlocker which is added in the patch. I guess in game you'll be able to use it to store stuff in. If you look at the moment, when you open it up, you've got some stuff in it. You got some boots. Look like they're obviously the privateer type boots. They got a gun in them. Is that what I'm wearing? Yep, they're the ones I'm wearing. This privateer suit. Is that shoulder pads? Is that gloves? So I guess you better store your own personal items in there when it's launched. But no, the fish tank. If you notice, I've added the jellyfish, a school of jellyfish, which on the website is listed as Oshi. Those are those. They look pretty. They look pretty cool. Nothing amazing. But the star has to be this crab. A space crab. It's called a four-shoe grey. He lives inside this little grotto that was added in the last patch. Just look at the animations on him. I'm going to sit and watch him for a second while we wrap up. Oh, look, he's hiding. But that crab looked pretty cool. It definitely looked cool. After seeing a photo of it, I just had to see it. There are two other type fish that you can get in here. There's one which is ribbon fish, or the Vario Vitus, which is just like a, well, basic looking coloured fish. And there's a cleaner fish, which is called a Vindle. And I assume I don't know what the normal fish are like that, but they're the fish that you see in the fish tanks that crawl around the bottom of the tanks, cleaning up stuff. He's still hiding. I wonder if I move away if he'll come out a little bit more. Nope, he's still hiding. Still the same commercial. Oh, there he is. He's come out. Let's go back. Hi! Hey, Krabby! You gonna hide again? Ah, he's hid again. Yeah, so that's all the new stuff in the Hangar. Cutlass looks pretty cool. I like the new Avenger. It's definitely good to see it. It's not the PBR version, but it's the new model build, which is the one-seater. I'm curious to see how they're going to add the front entry to the Cutlass and the Avenger. Maybe they'll probably have like an extracting ladder like they do in the Hornet, I guess. I mean, it comes out and down, because from looking at the outside of the Hornet, you could never see that that's there. So it easily tucks inside somehow, like magic. I assume they'll do the same with those, but they just didn't have time as yet, because they're trying to get this patch out. Maybe that'll actually be added in the next version of the Hangar. We can hope. Hopefully by the next version of the Hangar, I'll get we'll get our repeaters on top of the Subordinate. I'm sure that someone's posted that as a bug on the forums as such, but I'm going to go check later and just make sure. Other than that, there's not too much else to really say at this point. Those are just a brief look over of anything new. Sometimes I've been thinking I should want to live stream some of the Hangar, but there's not really much to do once you've walked around and seen it. There's not great deal there to look at. Once they add functionality to have people come into the Hangar with you, and the dogfighting module, I'll definitely be streaming. At the moment, a little video, shortish video is pretty much covered. Anything that people want to see. If someone actually wants to see something in a bit more detail, I'll happily do a specialized video rather than just some quick walkthrough. But that's it for me for now. Just feel free to subscribe if you want to be notified of when I make any new videos in the future. I'm going to be a lot more Star Citizen content. As you probably notice, if you look around the channel, I do videos for other things, just random games I play. There's a lot of historic MMO type content like WoW and SWTOR from when I used to play those a lot. WoW I still play a little. Other than that, I just put up content from stuff I'm playing, like Walking Dead. I've just recently played Season 2 and put the content up for that, and some other things, but more Star Citizen content in the future, and likely some DayZ stuff soon. I'll look after watching Geek Domo live stream some of that. I'm definitely eager to get in and have a play around when time permits. I see also, if you look down there, that the texturing bug in the Florida Deluxe Hangar that appeared in the last patch hasn't been fixed yet. But anyway, good day, citizens. See you all in the verse.